Here in Orange County, California, but specifically in Anaheim, California, but even more specific in downtown Disney, home of the original Disneyland by Mr. Walt Disney, Orange County is sandwiched in between Los Angeles and San Diego, making a major portion of Southern California, or as we call it, SoCal. Anyway, I'm not here to teach about geography. Let's get into this. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. If you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind him of your past assistance and good deeds. He will find a way to ignore you. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him and emphasize it out of all proportion. He will respond enthusiastically when he sees something to be gained for himself. There are two historical events from this law I would like to highlight. In the first one, Greene tells the story of Castruccio Castracani, a young soldier who became the lord of the city, Lucca, in Italy. The Poggios, a powerful family in the city, played a major role in his ascent. However, they were starting to feel that he had forgotten them. While Castruccio was away to fight their enemy, Florence, Firenze, the Poggios, along with other nobles who were unhappy with Castruccio, decided to overthrow the city while he was away. The governor was killed and riots broke out, but Stefano de Poggio, the eldest of the family, forced everyone to stop. The Poggio family listened to Stefano as he said that he would talk to Castruccio and have him meet their requests. Well, it was the Poggio family that put him in power to begin with anyway, right? When he returned to Lucca, Stefano went to his palace. Stefano told him it was he who stopped all the bloodshed, and then on top of that, pleaded for Castruccio's mercy, and then on top of that, reminded Castruccio that it was indeed his family who allowed Castruccio to rise through the ranks of Lucca to become lord. So Stefano asked Castruccio for a pardon for his whole family and to listen to his family's grievances because basically Castruccio owed them. Castruccio listened stoically and told Stefano to bring the whole family so they can discuss. That evening the whole family came. Castruccio had them imprisoned and soon after had them all killed along with Stefano. Greene interpreted this event as follows. Stefano and the whole family must have forgotten that yes, Castruccio became powerful with their help, but by also being treacherous and ruthless. It was foolish for Stefano to think that a man like this would operate any differently. One time Castruccio had an old friend killed, and someone called him out on that and said that he was wrong for doing that. He said that he didn't kill an old friend, he killed a new enemy. Now that's savage. According to Greene, people like Castruccio only understand force and self-interest. Appealing to anything else is unwise when dealing with the Castruccios of the world. And in the case of the Poggios, it was fatal. The other story I feel worth mentioning was the impending war between the Greek city Corcyra and the Greek city-state Corinth. Both groups sent an ambassador to Athens in order to win Athens' support. Whoever had Athens on their side would definitely win. Corcyra spoke first and admitted that their island had never had a relationship with Athens, which means that they'd never helped them, and in fact, teamed up with Athens' enemies in the past. They were scared and the only thing they could offer Athens was its navy that was second in size only to Athens' navy. Allying with Corcyra would terrify Athens' main adversary, Sparta. And that was all they could offer. The Corinth representative then delivered a beautiful speech that talked about what Corinth had done in the past for Athens, how they were currently friends, and how they should express gratitude to one's allies who have assisted them in the past. On top of that, Corcyra was once an adversary to Athens. After a discussion among the Athenians, to the surprise of the Corinthian people, they decisively agreed to team up with Corcyra. Greene says that although history nobly remembers the Athenians, they were very pragmatic people. He goes on to say that if Athens' other allies thought it was treacherous for Athens to turn on a friend, in this case Corinth, what would they do to the most powerful group in Greece? Not a dang thing. Therefore only speak logically to a logical person. The author says it's flawed thinking to, quote, appeal to a great cause or grand emotions such as love and gratitude. Everyday realities would have much more appeal. So if you can assist someone in reaching his goal by helping you, Greene says that this is the best way to have those in power assist you. One of the key things is to understand how people think. Are they greedy? Do they really care about their reputation? Does fame and respect move them? When you know what motivates a person, all you have to do is tap into that and align your goal with his. However, Greene does warn that you must precisely know what makes a person tick. Some are not as self-interested as they prefer the virtues of charity, mercy, and justice. Therefore, he says, quote, when they ooze with greed, do not appeal to their charity. When they want to look charitable and noble, do not appeal to their greed. When I think about the two stories of Castruccio and the Athenians, a saying comes to my mind. When a person tells you who he is, believe him. It was well known that Castruccio was a ruthless, self-interested power chaser. To appeal to any other human characteristics for his favor would be futile because you already knew what kind of person he was. People reveal themselves all the time. In Greene's world, simply take note of it and remember it for the future when you may need a hand from them. When you know someone is a certain way, don't be foolish in thinking that they'll be different with you. When you have certain and naive expectations of a person who has time and time again shown their true low self to you, it's only your fault when you're let down or upset with the predictable outcome. People rarely break the routines that have done well for them. So, when a person tells you who he is, believe him. Well, that's all for Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. And when you do, according to Greene, you're able to attain some power. Signing out from sunny Orange County, California. Take care and be awesome. Peace.